Hello! It's been a long time since I last made a YouTube video. I figured now is a great time for my YouTube comeback. We are going to Death Valley National Park. This is my first national park visit. I lived in Alaska all my life and somehow I've never been to a national park. And now I live in Washington and still haven't been to a national park. And for some reason, Death Valley National Park is going to be my first national park visit. We've been in Vegas for the last couple of days and just hanging out, visiting some folks. And now we're gonna drive out to Death Valley today. So I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous because there's been some really weird weather lately. There's been winter storm warnings in California and just crazy weather in Nevada as well. So I'm a little nervous, but I think we should be in the clear. If you're kind of wondering why we chose Death Valley National Park, this wasn't our first choice. Our first choice was actually Zion. We were hoping to drive up to Utah from Las Vegas, but we did some research and I guess in February and March, there's a good chance you'll run into some snow and it can just be unpleasant. So we wanted to avoid snow completely and go towards Death Valley, hoping we don't see any snow. Weather's been crazy across the United States these last couple weeks. So hoping everything just kind of goes smoothly, but Death Valley was an unexpected choice, but I'm excited to kind of check out and see what's there, do a couple hikes, and yeah. We picked up a bunch of supplies today, hoping this gets us through. We got water, which don't love bottled water, but it's just gonna stay in the car just in case. Bug spray, snacks, first aid, Gatorade, all the goods. We're on the road. There's my driver.
Hey.
We have about 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes to drive 130 miles, and we'll be at the ranch in Death Valley. This is where it's taking us to right now. So far the plan is to arrive there. We're trying to hit Artist Palette by sunset. So we're gonna arrive there, probably stop by the hotel, drop stuff off, get settled, go to Artist Palette and catch at sunset, because I'm hearing it is beautiful at sunset and just the mineral deposits look amazing at that time of day. So that's the plan. So we're gonna arrive there about 4:14. I believe the sun sets at what, like 5:36? Yeah. Something like that. Sunset's pretty early here, but we should get there in good time. And yeah, our journey is beginning. We just took our first and hopefully only pit stop here on this road trip. We are currently in Pahrump. Not much here. There's about an hour left in the drive. About an hour left. We got 15 minutes to make up for it because we got gas. And you lost my hand, Sanny. We stopped for gas and McDonald's and a bathroom break. So this is how we lost time. But we're ready to hit the road as soon as we can find my hand sanitizer. And we'll be there in about an hour. This is Death Valley National Park. Our first stop is Artist Palette. I don't know if we're actually here. There's some parking spots and a viewpoint, so we're gonna check it out. This is the view right now. Ooh. So we're gonna walk up the ridge and just see what's over here. Went up to the viewpoint over there. Don't think that was what we were looking for. And since we are chasing the sunset, we ought to head to our actual destination, which I think is a few miles ahead. Artist Drive is a 9-mile drive in one way, so we're currently about like, I don't know, probably like a mile or two in. Yep. So we have a bit of a ways to go. Artist Palette is about mile 4 or 5?
I think 5 is what the sign says.
5. I think we are coming up on the Artist Palette. That rock over there looks quite green. That's
White.
it. It's giving motel. It's not awful. Bathroom's pretty nice. I will say I'm a little upset that the spring-fed pool is closed for today for cleaning. It's a little upsetting. I was really excited to go. I brought my swimsuit and everything, and I haven't been able to use it all week because it's been cold in Nevada, and it's closed here in California. The pool's closed. Unfortunate, but we got dinner, which was okay at best. We went to the saloon, which is at the ranch at Death Valley, which is where we are staying. The saloon is also connected to a buffet, and we walked through the buffet, and that, let me tell you, that was horrifying.
It looks foul.
Could not recommend going there. However, the saloon was pretty okay. We got only appetizers to eat because I was a little afraid of the food. It's pretty overpriced, but we got the garlic parmesan chicken wings, which were pretty tasty, and then we got chips and salsa, which looked like they were from Costco. It fed us, and now I think we're gonna go stargazing. I think we're gonna drive to Zabriskie Point. It's about 8 minutes from here. We're going to Zabriskie Point at sunrise, and sunrise happens at about 5:30 in the morning. 6:30?
6:15.
6:15. Happens at 6:15. So we'll be there tomorrow morning. However, it's an 8-minute drive, and it should be good to stargaze there. However, it's like a full moon tonight, or almost full moon. So it's pretty bright outside. So we'll see what we can go see.
I'm actually surprised you can see some of the stars. They're shining very brightly. The moon is out. The moon is like right above us, right there. So it makes things a little bit harder to see. But surprisingly, my phone and camera is picking up on the stars pretty decently.
We made the walk up to Zabriskie Point. I'm so cold. I forgot my camera in the car, but it was super cool. We were the only people up there. There were some people coming down, but then we had the whole viewpoint to ourselves. So now we're heading back. And it's unfortunate I forgot my camera, but we got some pretty cool photos. I just wish I had a tripod on my phone. Also, you turned the light off.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was vlogging. It's fine now. My clip is over. Very cold. That was Zabriskie Point. We woke up at 4:45 to go see the sunrise. Now I think we're off to check out, and then we're gonna head to Golden Canyon and do a hike. I expect it'll be very busy. We'll see if we can get there early enough before a lot of people get there. Okay, well, we're here at the Golden Canyon. There's 2 other cars in the parking lot, so we might not encounter anybody, but our plan is to do this hike. It's about 3 miles long, and then we'll probably head over to Badwater Basin, which is that way, and then get lunch and see the sand dunes, and I think that'll about do it for our trip before we have to head back into Vegas. So here we go. Just the like variation in like structures is really interesting. Coming from, you know, someone who's from the Pacific Northwest, I've only seen like snow and green and trees and just a very different kind of natural beauty. So it's really interesting to walk through here. The trail is really wide too, which is nice for when you're at peak hours here. We've seen 3 other groups of hikers in our time here. We're about a little over a mile in. We're walking towards Red Cathedral, which is at 1.5 miles.
we think we reached the end. The trail just became like so narrow. We had to climb through a rock. You can climb pretty much as far as you want, but be aware you have to get back down. So we're gonna turn around now and head back, and wow, that's a mountain. That's pretty cool. When we finished the hike, it took us about an hour and 15 minutes. It's currently almost 8:30. We started that at about 7-ish. But now we are gonna head out to Badwater Basin and go check that out. I feel like that is like the highlight of Death Valley. Like whenever I hear about Death Valley, it's always about Badwater Basin. So we're gonna go drive down there and see what's up. Parking lot once again. It is currently 9:30 and the parking lot is absolutely full. There are people parking on the other side of the road over there. So we went on a good time. We were there at about 7 in the morning and the parking lot was empty and we had the trail to ourselves. So 9:30 is still not early enough if you want to have the trail to yourself. So keep that in mind if you want to hike out here, because yeah, there are people on the other side of the road and the parking lot is full. Wow. We have entered the desert planet.
I reckon.
This is the Mesquite flat sand dune. We're gonna try and venture out, go past the plants. It really goes out quite a ways. Life in the sand dune. This here, it looks like a I don't know, a lizard. He just came out right in front of us. We just finished up lunch at Stovepipe Wells. I think we ate at the Toll Road restaurant, not really sure what it's called, but the food there was decent. It was decently priced in comparison to last night's dinner, and it tasted fine. If you're looking for cheaper food options in the park, Stovepipe Wells probably has it. But now we're getting gas and then we're gonna get ready to head out of here. So overall, this has been a really fun and unique trip. There's been a lot of landscapes I've never seen before, you know, coming from so far up north. Typically don't see sand and desert and things like that, so it was definitely a unique experience. I think out of all the things we saw, Zabriskie Point was probably my favorite. It was just really cool to be able to go up there at night and then at sunrise again. Okay, so Zabriskie Point is my number 1. Number 2, I think, for me is the Mesquite sand dunes. Those were really cool to walk around, and I don't know, it's just so different from the rest of the park. There's just a lot of greenery in this area, and suddenly you're at the sand dune, so that was really cool. Yeah, I think number 3 is my Golden Canyon. It was just a really fun and easy hike. It was cool to walk through the canyons, and they have a lot of offshoots. We didn't really go on the offshoots. We just wanted to stick on the main path because we wanted to accomplish some things today, but if we had some more time we were willing to spend there, that would have been interesting to go on some of those offshoots. I think at the bottom for me is the salt flats and the Artist's Palette. I feel like those two gave me, they were very different than what I've seen of them on the internet. So I had some expectations going into them and I feel like they weren't held up to. They were still really cool. The salt flats, I think we came at a time where like the salt crystals are like still forming, like they're like baby crystals right now. But I feel like I have always seen pictures of like the hexagonal crystal formations and I was like, where is it? But it was still really cool to look at and be below sea level. And then Artist's Palette is another one I feel like I've seen a lot of pictures of and it just does not live up to the photos people post. I think people heavily edit the photos to make Artist's Palette look
green and pink and purple, and it's not as vibrant as it is in photos. So it was a little disappointing, but it's still really cool. I'm sounding really negative on those last two. I'm like, yeah, it was cool, but in all seriousness, it was cool. Do you have anything to add, passenger?
Passenger, I'm the driver.
You're the passenger to my vlog.
I thought the Golden Canyon was really cool, especially the walk back from like Red Cathedral was really cool.
Yeah.
You get to see the mountains, and it's just a really cool view. And I also include Zabriskie Point twice on my lists. Once at night and once in the morning. And I think at night was the coolest view for me, just because it was so peaceful and quiet. And I think that's probably my favorite part about this park, is just how clear the night sky was.
Yeah, super clear. It's unfortunate we were here when the moon was like so full and bright.
Yeah. Overall, Death Valley, my #1 national park.
My #1 and only national park I've been to. This is my favorite. Well, okay, now I think this is the end of my vlog. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all sometime in the future whenever I decide to make a video next. The next national park trip.